Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to write a simple face detection program using Python and OpenCV. This is part 1 of 2-part series. In this video I'll be showing you how you can use your webcam of your PC or your laptop. And in the next video, which will be coming in a few days, I'm going to show you how you can directly stream the video from your Android phone to your Python program. Now, let's start making our program. First, go to this website called python.org/project/opencv python. I'm going to post this link down in the description. You need to copy this command, which is pip install opencv python, and then go to your desktop, click shift and then right click and open PowerShell window here. I've already done that, and you're going to paste your, let me clear this, going to is it not copy, going to paste the command here and hit enter. Now I already have OpenCV installed, that's why it gave me these lines, but it's going to be different for you. It's going to probably say install. And another thing, if you have two versions of Python or pip does not work, you can just add pip 3 and it will use the pip which is for Python 3 instead of 2. This may be needed if you have Python 2 and a version of Python 3 installed. Now once you've done that, go to GitHub OpenCV page. I'm going to post this link down in the video too, and all these files that you can see are all trained data. We are not going to be training our own data for this. The CV group, the OpenCV project has already done this, and today we are going to use the front face default.xml. Going to click on this. Let me open. See, once it has opened, you're going to right click. You're going to go to raw first. You're going to right click and save as. You're going to put this in a folder where your Python program is going to be written. I have faced it. I've already downloaded it, so I'm not going to download it now. Once you've done this, you go to Sublime Text and start a new Python program in the directory where you saved your XML file. Okay, so here we have a code. Now before you get intimidated by this code, I'm going to go through this code with you line by line. I'm going to tell you what every line does. First, let's take these 3 lines. Import CV pre-standard. It imports the OpenCV module into Python. Now, trained face data. Like I told you, we're not going to train our own data. We are going to use the data that was already trained by the OpenCV group. So you're going to write cv.cascade classifier, and in the brackets inside the single or double quotes you're going to write this exact file name. Be sure that it is exact. You're probably going to click on rename and copy this whole thing, and then go to Python and paste it, and you do want the XML extension. Next, we're going to take a video input using our video cam. So you can write cv2.video capture 0. Here 0 is for the default webcam. If you have more than one webcam, you're gonna have to try and see which number corresponds to your webcam. So default is going to be 0, and all the extras we're gonna follow by like 1, 2, 3, 4 and whatever. Now the next 3, this loop logic, let's see. I'm gonna copy this and bring it down here. See, so while true is gonna start a loop, and from here this line successful underscore frame dot read comma frame equals webcam dot read. This is going to take each frame from the webcam video that we are capturing and store it in this variable called frame. The next command, first the grayscale.image is the variable name. This is the command of CV2 which is used to convert an image from one color format to another. Frame is just the variable that we're going to change. So frame is gonna capture every single frame from the video and gonna keep updating this variable. Then cv2 dot color underscore bgr to gray. So gray is your grayscale, and you might be wondering what bgr is. So we all know about rgb. It's just backwards in next we're going to do this line phase coordinates equals trained underscore phase data dot detect multiscale grayscale image. So phase coordinates is just the variable. What this line enables us to do is obtain the coordinates to draw a square around our face, because we're going to want to somehow show that we have detected the face. So train underscore phase dot data is just gonna reference to this the XML file with the trained data. Detect multiscale. What this allows you to do is basically detect a face regardless of the size. So it could be your face could be covering the whole of your image, or it might be a tiny face in the background. And grayscale image is just referencing to the uh, frame variable that we have taken from the webcam and converted it to the grayscale image. Now, so what this for loop is for is, because our video feed might have more than one face, maybe you're with your friends or your siblings, or you're in a public place and there are some people at the back, or it's a painting with the face. So this is gonna enable us to traverse through multiple faces that the program detects and draw a rectangle around each of those faces. So cv2.rectangle basically tells OpenCV to draw a rectangle around frame. We're going to use the frame variable because we want a square to be drawn around the color video feed instead of the black and white, because black and white is not really useful to us humans. Then x and y are going to be the starting coordinates. So it's going to be the top left corner of the square, and w and h are just the extensions. So these are going to give you the bottom right coordinates. W and h are basically the length of the rectangle that is going to be drawn. These are added to these coordinates to obtain the whole rectangle. And what you see here is 0 comma 0 comma 256 comma 5. So let me go through each variable. You see here we have bgr, blue, green, red. These are corresponding values. 00256 means it's going to be a deep red. So this is the variable for blue, this is for green, and this is for red. Currently I have now set it to highest value possible of red. So each of these values can range from 0 to 256. You can try and experiment changing all these values. Maybe don't put, actually if you put 000, it might go black, and 256 of all these will most probably make it white. I haven't tested that, we'll see. And the 5 here is actually the width of the triangle that we want to draw. So you can also experiment that on your own. You can change it a bit. Now cv2.imshow, oh, there's a typo here, it should be face detector. Okay, so imshow is basically gonna uh, this cv2.imshow is basically going to pop up a window with the frame video feed, and the face detector is going to be the window title. So it's like the window title here is my root. So every window, for example, even this has face. Key.cv2.wait 1 is basically taking the video feed every 1 second. Otherwise the first frame the algorithm takes is going to be stuck on that. Now, if key, this one is the milliseconds it takes to update, so 1 is the minimum, at least for my webcam. And this also functions as sort of a quit function. So I have taken the ASCII values of small q and capital Q from the web and put it here in this if statement. And if we press Q or capital Q, the program is going to stop. And print code complete is just something I like to put at the bottom of my programs, but I'm not going to put here. It just basically tells me that the code went well. So I'm going to save this, and Let's run it. Okay, not here. My webcam activated, but no, not here. I'm going to open it with ID. LE is better because the PowerShell just, or the CMD just exits if there's a error. So see, it draws. Hi guys, see, it draws a red. Okay, the lighting isn't very nice right now. Let me turn on my flashlight. See, once there's some ample light, it can see it and draws a red box. We can. Oh, okay. Okay, let's put the program. Let me stop it. Yeah. See. So now, let's. You can play with the values. I'm going to maybe go for 256 here. So that's green and red. So I think that's gonna form orange. Control save FN5. Oh, yellow. So that's a yellow box. You can see. Uh, let me. Even if I pull up a few faces on my phone, it's going to detect those faces. Let me do that. I'm just going to pull up the Avengers cast images. So see, here we have the Avengers cast, and it's gonna pick up on those faces. As you can see, picked up on all of them. It's a pretty neat program. Made possible by the CV group's train data. It's a very nice data, but you can see there's some false detections here. So basically, how it works is instead of detecting your eye or your mouth or your nose, it detects the average color of the pixels, and that's how it's trained. That's why it mistakes sometimes. I'm just gonna quit this. So another fun little side thing you can do is import uh, from random import rand range, and you can just go down here, and where you have 256, you can just put rand range 256 rand range, and it's gonna make it rainbows. You can change with the 256 values to settle a bit lower if you want more popping colors instead of dark ones, or you can even set the limit from, let me show you. So how the format goes is, this is 0 is the starting color and 256 is the highest value of the color range. So you can change the 0 to anything, but I want to just keep it 0. You really don't need to type 0 if you're just keeping it 0. And this is the upper limit, you can change it. So you can do that for every one of these. Control save FNF5, and now let's see, it's gonna start drawing a rainbow. As you can see, the square is the rainbow. So that's it for this video, guys. Be sure to check back in a couple of days to see how you can actually use your Android to do the face detection. It's a pretty neat solution, and it really just takes 2 minutes to link up. And hopefully you guys like the video. Subscribe if you do. I'll see you guys next video. Adios.